Okay, Litecoin. So broke below this moving average. You can see this trade was absolutely perfect. Wow. I never took it though. Must have just slipped my mind, but I did draw this out, I guess, about 4 or 5 days ago, and worked out perfect. So that's nice to see. But yeah, so it broke this zone. Now we're looking for price to come back up to this area, retest it, and look for another short position. Price is officially bearish now. It's broken below this moving average. You got this major zone here, which I don't think it'll most likely break. So I would have to hold it, but figuring out our monthly range here, moves about, I mean, this is telling me about 33 bucks, but last month it moved 27, month before that 40, month before that 19. Yeah, so I mean, we could shoot for 33 bucks. I think that's actually pretty reasonable. So if our high for the month is about 95, then our low for the month, allegedly, is about 62. So way below here. So we'd have to break this zone, which I don't know if it will, but it could. So for Litecoin, I mean, if you missed this entry up here, or even if you got it, if you want to add to your position, this would be the area to do so right here. But you need price to come back up to it. So basically price comes back up to this zone, retests it, would test this moving average, which would also be great resistance. You can see that there is some support forming here, and it's actually aligns with this wick here, so I mean that's pretty significant support. You could look for a buy position basically now up into this zone. That's a little bit more risky. That's not something I would do. It's counter trend trading. Price is below this moving average. You can see price, completely dropped from about 95 bucks all the way down to 82 relatively quick. It kind of did it almost in 2 days. So there's a lot of bear momentum in this market. I would not buy this right now, but if you're that type of person that wants to risk it, wants to counter trend trade, I mean, you do have some support here, so maybe it could be worth it to you. Not me, but I'm gonna wait for price to come up to this zone here, right around 88 bucks, 87.50, and just see what it does there, and then see if it's worth adding to my position, or adding to adding a short position at about 87.50, and then targeting, I mean, I would target the full monthly range, which is $63, but it would have to break this zone, which is major. But I mean, you could always just take profits below. If it starts to get to the bottom of this zone and loses momentum significantly, then you just close your position and take your money. It's not really an issue, but I always target the full monthly range, because you want to make as much as you possibly can, and if it normally moves this much, then it's pretty reasonable to suspect that you could get the whole thing. So yeah, that's Litecoin, kind of waiting for price to come back up to this zone here, retest, reject it a bit, and then target all the way down. So we'll see if it does that. It seems to be pretty flat now these last bunch of days. So but I guess, this was the weekend, so yeah, I mean, pretty normal for weekend, I guess. We'll see what this week does. Maybe it'll push up back to this zone and we can enter a short position. So yeah, it's Litecoin.